Hi, this is Paul Slack. It's Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Susanna Bastarrica. Hi, Susanna.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Okay, I'm with Reverend Susanna Bastarrica. Susanna has been a very good friend for many, 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 many years, and I guess we met initially maybe even over the Vigil for International Peace, now called the Vigil for International Peace and Ecology, of which she founded. She's a founding organizer. In New York Central Park Bandshell, and there's an upcoming Day of Peace, Vigil, commemoration and remembrance and love happening on September 23rd, 2012, and that Bandshell, once again, in New York City, and Susanna's in charge and runs a beautiful show. You're fantastic, Susanna.
Thank you very much, Reverend Paul. I'm very happy that we met, and I think we met before at an exhibit at the United Nations before the actual Central Park event through Phil and the conference that you had for water at the time.
Oh, yeah,
but,
okay.
Yes, but I'm very, very pleased to be on the interview and to be able to collaborate with wonderful people like yourself. And this year we're going to have the largest turnout in the world. And I also want to congratulate you for being on the International Day of Peace for the United Nations on Friday at the chapel on 44th Street and 1st to commemorate the actual day of the International Day of Peace established by the UN. And I know you're pulling out a fantastic program with the flags in Times Square. I'm very proud.
Thank you very much. So what Susanna is referring to is that there are events at the United Nations, of course, beautiful events, and then there's going to be an event at the, is that called the International Church, is it?
It's the UN Chapel, the United Nations Chapel.
And there's going to be wonderful events there. And then after at 12 noon, we're asking the world to pause, to take a moment of silence in commemoration of the World Peace Day, and hopefully drop their guns and just calm down, right?
Well, yes. Hopefully, the intent of the International Day of Peace has been to hold a 24-hour vigil of complete ceasefire worldwide and to inform the people that there is an alternative if we put our weapons down to connect from our hearts and not try to destroy the enemy, so we stop seeing the enemy as an enemy and encompassing them with our hearts and be friends, and may peace prevail on earth someday.
Okay. The nice thing is a practical act of peace to do that on that day would be wonderful. So now let's go now to the 23rd. September 23rd, New York, in the wonderful Central Park. What's going to happen?
Well, we're going to gather at the Bandshell around 8 o'clock, and hopefully your car and everybody else's car will be there on time to pull in all of the wonderful equipment we have. We have musicians, dancers, artists from all over the world. This year, besides featuring Angelo Romano, who is the internationally acclaimed Spanish painter who does the Angels for Peace, we're going to have a group from Brazil that are bringing all interactive art that they have participated worldwide in different exhibits, and they're actually bringing the actual paintings into the park. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to have Tom Lennon Ryder, who has been singing for John Lennon the music, and he's going to do a wonderful rendition of Imagine. And yesterday, 3 children's choirs and adult choirs have signed up, and they're going to join us in performing the Ode to Joy and other personal songs that they've written. We also have African dancers who are going to be at the UN, at the International Day of Peace, in different places at the chapel, and now they're coming to Central Park as well. And we feature an array of, I have on the list over 47 performers that are going to appear that day from 9 to 5. And I'm very pleased. I don't know if I should mention some of the names.
Sure.
But, we're going to have Inma Heredia, the Spanish dancer. She does wonderful flamenco. Yes, she's great. And, of course, my very, very soulmate and participant and designer of the entire vigil as a musical director, James Cannings. So James Cannings is a very famous musician that has played reggae all over the world, and he's written several songs, and he does the entire musical coordination for the last 11 years. We are also going to be featuring Pastor Lyndon Harris, who's coming from California. He was the original Mr. 9/11 rescuer in St. Paul's Chapel. He was the chaplain on the day, and we're going to do a tribute to 9/11 and all of the people who really have managed to maintain their composure throughout all of these years and still have the hopes of peace someday. We are also having Sharon Benson and Wayno coming all the way from California. They were part of the Soul Dogs band, and they're going to join with Lyndon, who is going to be a new Soul Dog and sing David songs and the What Are Not Weapons music. And we have, I don't know, millions of people. I have to go through my list here because the information just keeps pouring, and I'm trying to get out. We have Michael Lublin with his new band, the Bluesco. We have Guillermo Silveira from Argentina, who's going to delight us with his compositions about music, about water. And, of course, the Crystal Tones are coming from Utah with a wonderful, wonderful large Crystal Tones that they have toured all over the world with them, bringing them for peace. We also have TK Nagayama. He is a monk who was in 9/11 with the Buddhist group, and he launched all of the lanterns into the East River for peace. And he's been representing the movement for Hiroshima for the last 12 years. We have also Theater in Motion with Leslie Fanelli, who's going to be doing the Central Park story. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful because this is done by a theatrical group of children. We have Cynthia with the African Dancers groups. We have Suzanne and Gary, who are wonderful assistants for the stage. We're going to have Joe Franklin as our MC.
Yay,
and Jim.
Joe.
Yeah. So Jim Serrata, Joe Franklin, and of course Cecilia San King, who's come so many years. We're having to have Chris Van der Essen come with his glow team and do the body paintings. He's going to be our stage logistics manager and try to coordinate all of these people that are coming that are wonderful. We also have the Ray Corona Band and Carmela Tal, who is going to bring a special banner, and she does special poetry for peace, and she's done many renditions of the like live installations on the Imagine symbol in Strawberry Fields. We have Marcy Geller, Leah Lungu from Romania, and we're featuring the Karma Fund, who is a group by Johnny Blonde with a lot of musicians that have done on the International Day of Peace a video for peace. We are also going to feature Danny Garcia, who does the Global Walk. And please listen to this. He's going to be launching his cross-country walk on the day on 23rd September, Bandshell, New York City. And he's going to invite all of you who wish to do his walk across America on the day. And he's going to come with Red Hawk and Donna Love, who were the organizers and the supporters of this wonderful event. So I'm really pleased. We have, as always, I know you know her and you love her too, Paul Mana Hashimoto, you know, her dance and her choreography.
She's blind, and right?
Yeah, she's visually impaired, yes.
Visually impaired, right. And she dances. And this woman can dance on the top of a chair. I mean, she, besides the acrobatic, she is so sensitive performer, beautiful. I mean, everybody that you've mentioned is really very, very special.
Right. Mana does she does a special choreography on a chair, and she has created it for the Peace Vigil because she is a dove who is emerging from oppression, and symbolically she takes all of her coats off, and then she sprinkles rice seeds for the new planting into the stage as a symbolic seeds for peace. So her choreography is absolutely awesome. And we have Sid Bernstein's groups, such as us, with Chris Lang and Maureen. You know that. Yep. And also Bruce Foster, who's coming all the way from upstate New York as a guest. And Lily Greenlove from from Canada. We have Marcy Geller. We have Nick Sayato from New Jersey, who's a composer, singer. His brother is a wonderful tap dancer. Remember, Paul, when we were in Brooklyn, the tap dancer?
Yeah, oh, wow, talent.
Yes, wonderful talent. And Angie Boca. And also a special guest is going to be George Cameron from the Left Bank, who's going to be doing his wonderful song, Walk Away, Renee, that he did in the 60s. Yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm sure we have a million more, but this list.
Oh, you have a ton. I know you have Ali Isabella, who's just sang in the Wembley Stadium for 20,000 people, and she's a hot pop rock star. She was here, and she's all about good news as well, so she'll be a great addition this year. And I got in our TV studio here, Vidson. Das is working on the set. That's going to be magnificent. The staging will be beautiful.
Oh, Vitz on DOS. Yes, Vitz on DOS is doing the stage design with the glow scene.
It's right in my office. I'm looking at it right now.
Wonderful. It's going to be a surprise for me. I only saw pictures of it.
Yeah,
we also have Dina Scherer, who is a singer, a pop rock singer, who was recommended by Lyndon Harris and his friend Lisa. We also are going to have, of course, Sue Polo and Harry the Poet. And I don't know. I'm just running out of ideas. So
let's put it this way, everyone. It starts at 9. It finishes 6, maybe sometimes 7. We go all day. It's an international experience, big time. We have, will we do the kids drawing on paper and things like that this year or not?
Yes, this year we're going to feature the Buddhist monk TK, who is going to be drawing the lanterns for peace. So we're going to give out things to create the lanterns, and we're going to walk them from the stage onto Strawberry Fields with Danny Garcia with the flags to launch him off for his worldwide walk. So we're going to have, in addition to the beautiful angels, we're going to have paper lanterns. So that's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh, beautiful. Well, this is
please don't forget about Saturday night, our party jam, where the musicians are going to be warming up at the Underground on
100.6, I believe it is, off of Broadway.
100, I think it's 109 on Broadway. Yes.
Okay, off of Broadway. There's going to be a jam session.
Yes, with the musicians. We're going to meet for the first time and going to play together for peace.
I'm going to bring my saxophone out there.
Yeah, good. So we're going to have an awesome time. So we're going to be partying Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
There's going to be a lot of parties in the name of peace, and let's hope that the real people that need to hear this word and do this practical act of dropping guns and being nice to each other can hear the vibes that the whole world. Now, everybody should know this is a worldwide experience. We were on the phone yesterday with people from everywhere, from Australia all the way through to Hawaii. So many things are happening worldwide. Elton John singing in London. A ton of stuff is happening to celebrate and to give respect to the world and to the brotherhood and sisterhood of humankind. So, and Susanna, you're a leader, and you've been a leader since day one.
So are you. I mean, we've been together just promoting good news for peace, which is wonderful. And I want to let you know our website cannot be arranged within the next week. However, I ask all of the listeners to please participate in looking at Good News Broadcast, because Paul is putting all of the clips of everybody who's been participating. So the Karma Fund has a beautiful clip. Cynthia, the African dancer, has a wonderful clip. Soul Dogs from California, the Children's Colors, Danny Garcia. So, Paul, I ask you to please, when I'm sending you all these millions of clips, if you can just add them. You always say yes, and you put them up. But yeah. I have many more that have been happening. Okay. And I don't think we have time to feature them on the... Maybe what we can do is on my website put, please watch Good News Broadcast for updates.
We'll do that. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, because otherwise...
We'll link directly to... I'm going to create a page for the Vigil.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to give you the codes, and then you can put it there, and then you can put everybody who's coming, because I cannot stop watching in wonder all of these things that people have come up. I just got yesterday all these monks a photograph from an aerial view, dressed in orange, making in a green field a picture of the symbol for peace. So it's an aerial view of all of the monks dressed in orange, making the symbol of peace on a green field. It's so incredible. It was just done so people could see it from all over the world. So things like that are all over the place. They've done like a crop circle with a symbol of peace in England, and they've done a huge rock formation with a symbol of peace in somebody's backyard that can be seen by the helicopters or the planes or something like that. So these things, people have their hearts on this. We don't know how many people are in the world that are really in peace. We only hear the bad news about those who are missing and everything. But in reality, there's many millions who really live in this world in conformity and in bliss and in happiness. And there are countries like in mine that people enjoy the land and the natural scenery very much. So that's wonderful. I'm from Uruguay, and Uruguay has not been at war. So in any case, Paul, thank you for this time.
Yeah, there's billions, Susanna. There's billions and billions and billions. Yes. I say 1% are fighters now, right now. So that leaves 700,000. That leaves 6.5, approximately billion people that are not bothering anybody, not hurting anybody, just trying to get a glass of water, just trying to live like a human being and be kind to each other. The world is at peace. Most of the world is peaceful. It's just a few places that we're not peaceful, and we need to,
exactly.
That's the perspective. We've talked about that for 10 years, 11 years. Yes. The world is at peace. It's just some places are not, and some people are not. They're confused. Obviously, if they're going to kill somebody, they're confused.
Well, this happens, like in New York, we have a shooting. That doesn't mean that everybody in New York is going to kill each other. We just only hear those bad news. And there are many, many countries in peace, but there's also domestic violence, which is also a form of disconnect and, Yeah. So, but that doesn't mean that everybody doesn't have a wonderful place in the world. And if we go to the pure ocean and go what's inside and all of the water that's sustaining all of this other life we're not even aware, it gives me always joy that we have places where are still blessed and pristine.
It's beautiful. Life is good. Last question, Susanna. What's good news for you?
My good news is having you all into my life. I was telling people that for once I'm feeling that I'm soaking in everything. It's like being on a bubble bath of bliss. Yes, I'm very happy. I never talked to so many musicians in such a short time. Uh-huh. And the things that they've done on their own in the last 10 years, how they've progressed, it fills my heart with joy. That's good.
And you deserve it so much, because keeping this thing going for all these past years since the beginning, 2001, it has been a real challenge. I know that personally, because I've been there since that day. And you just make it happen, and you continue. It's in your soul, and so all the bubbles are well deserved. So enjoy them.
Yes, I just want to say that it really happens because of the people's wonderful desire to join me. Without everybody for all of these years, and without the people's support, my vigil would be nothing but the candlelight that was on September 11th, on 47th and 2nd. Then when people started joining, we ended up going to the park, and from the park to the Bandshell, and from the Bandshell to Prospect Park. And now we're all together, and more people are seeing that there's a great inner movement that is happening. And I'm grateful, and I'm glad I met you, Paul, because you managed for all of these years to always have time for me to disseminate good news broadcasts. You're there at 7 o'clock in the morning with your truck, installing your microphones, trying to put the barricades, dealing with the musicians, the arts. We all do everything for everybody. And Lyndon's going to be there, and he knows how organizing things and the love of people that pour when actually somebody gets together to do things for the good. I'm very proud, I'm very pleased, and I'm very hopeful.
Excellent. Thanks, Susanna. We'll see you soon.
Okay, much gratitude and love. May peace prevail on earth.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.